making it look like you're going one way, and then you push the ball with the opposite foot. This is a great move if you're facing the defender straight on, and it's equally as threatening to go either side of him. It's going to be very difficult for him to anticipate. He'll most likely shift his body weight towards that first movement, and then you can get away on the other side. Next up is the Matthews, made famous by English winger Stanley Matthews. You're shifting the ball with the inside of your foot and then shifting it again with the same foot outside. So you're making it look like you're going to the inside and then you're pushing the ball away. Again, a great move when you're in those situations when you're head on with a defender and it's equally as threatening to go either side. You're going to make him think he's going to the inside and then at the last second pushing it the other way and he'll be off balance. The third move is the Elastico, very similar to the Stanley Matthews, however this time we're keeping the ball in contact with the foot throughout the movement. So we're pushing it with the outside of the foot, moving it from the other side of the ball, and then flicking it with the inside of the foot. So again, making the defender thinking we're going one way, so he'll be off balance, then we flick it in the opposite direction and accelerate away. The next move is the self-pass, probably the easiest of the bunch, but also the most effective. So you're dribbling straight at your opponent, knock the ball down one side of them, and then run down the other. This confuses them, and you can get into full flight very quickly. Move number 5 is the step over la croqueta. So we're stepping around the ball, and then we're pushing the ball from the inside of one foot to the other to go around the defender's legs. Really effective for going in between players on the sideline, and it's very hard for the defenders to read. If you throw in a little step over as well, it just offsets them for a split second, and then you can perform the la croqueta. Try and keep in contact with the ball between the two pushes with the inside of the foot. The next move is another very simple one, the stop and start. This is a great move for wingers, so if you're dribbling just to the side of your defender, then you stop the ball just for a split second, enough time to make the defender go flat-footed, then you instantly push the ball and accelerate away. It's going to be very difficult for the defender to turn around and start chasing you down. Very effective move. Next move we're going to look at is the body feint. So what we're going to do is we're going to have the ball, and using one leg, we're going to hop to the side, making it look like we're going to move in that direction, throwing the shoulder into it as well, and then we push off that same foot and go in the opposite direction. Really good one using the whole body just to throw off that defender, not even touching the ball, and then pushing the ball away. The next move is the side skip. Another great one when you're head on with the defender, really effective especially if the defender goes to the ground, tries to slide tackle. So you're just dribbling at them at an angle, you're knocking it by their foot or if they slide it beyond their body, and then your next touch is pushing it forward and accelerating away. The next move is another body feint variation. This time it's the Matthews body feint. So we're taking a small touch with the inside of the foot, making it look like we're going to take a second touch with the outside to perform the Matthews, then we're going to plant that foot down and accelerate in the opposite direction. And the final move we're going to look at is the chop outside cut. So this is a great one if you're performing the chop and the defender starts to read it, because we're going to then take an instant touch with the outside of the foot that we performed the chop with. It's a great one to confuse the defender thinking that we're chopping to the inside, then immediately going back to the outside. It's going to be very difficult for him to recover.